Hi, my name's Carolyn Whitehouse, and I'm the creator of the 7 Healing Habits, a program for women who are recovering from sexual exploitation. My guess is if you're watching this video that you've experienced sexual exploitation yourself, or you know someone who has. If you have, then the chances are you have some challenges in your life. Perhaps you're struggling to control your emotions. Perhaps you have difficulty loving yourself and trusting yourself and others. Perhaps life is a real struggle at the moment and you don't know how to get out of it. I've been in your shoes. My experience of sexual exploitation happened when I was 13. It involved a man I loved and trusted at the time. And the experience was so traumatic for me that I did what any child does, and I denied that it had ever happened. I kept that denial going for 20 years. During that time, my physical body developed all sorts of ailments and illnesses, as my body tried to tell me that I needed to listen to the feelings that I was having. Things eventually got to the point where I had therapy, and I spoke to somebody about the ordeal, and it helped for a while. But eventually, things just went back to the way they were before. Things got so bad that I decided one day to take a walk around the lake where I lived. And as I was walking around the lake, I felt the need to walk into the water and to just let go. To let go of the pain and the sadness, to let go of everything that was troubling me. Fortunately, I didn't. And what happened after that was that I realised that my abuse had affected me in my mind, my body and my soul. What had happened, I realised, was not something that could be dealt with just with therapy, but it needed techniques and tools for me to use that would help me manage the negative thoughts in my mind, the negative energy in my body, and the fact that I was really pissed off with God. What happened was I discovered the 7 healing habits, which are inner muscles that we need to develop, that we need to restore so that we can claim the life that we deserve. As I started to make changes in my life, I noticed that my relationships got easier. My career took off. I started to experience a lot more joy and happiness in my life. And as I started to make changes, so people started to ask me, "What are you doing? What is it that's different about you?" And as I talked to them and explained what I was doing, so they started to put it into their lives. And they realised that they could also change their lives and make a difference and have the life that they deserved and they wanted. You see, what happens is that most survivors deny their experiences. The pain is too much. They don't feel that they can cope. So they distract themselves with alcohol or drugs or TV, whatever works for them. But the pain doesn't go away. In fact, it gets worse. And what we know now through science is that the pain that's experienced is also communicating with your body. So on a cellular level, your negative thoughts, your negative beliefs are having an impact on your health. What I found was that by changing and building those internal muscles, that I could change my life, that I could create all the things in my life that I wanted. And I know you can too. As well as the distraction, they'll also get confused. So they get confused about what's happening in their life. They get confused about why it's not working. And let's face it, everyone around them is telling them to just get on with life, just cope. But that's not the way. The way is to take action. You can change your life. You can change what's happened to you and have everything that you want in your life that you wanted when you were a child. So what I want you to do now is to take action. I want you to register for my free report and my blog so that we can stay in touch. I want you to go onto Facebook and to like my Returning to Whole Facebook page, so that you can become part of my community. You see, one of the problems with having an experience of sexual exploitation is the isolation. It's the idea that nobody understands what you're doing. Nobody understands what you've been through. Nobody's been there for you. So what I want you to do is to become part of my community so that we can share our successes and our challenges, because there'll be plenty of those, and so that we can help to rebuild our lives together. I wish you all the joy, happiness, success in your life that you deserve, and I wish you well on your healing journey.